So the burgundy and gold. What's your take on the name change?
I feel like overall the name change should have been happening.
Okay.
I definitely feel like it should have happened a while ago. I agree completely that it's insulting, it's racist.
Right.
But to flat out not have a name when the fans gave great names, like the number one name that was voted on was, I think, the Washington Red Wolves. And we was like, yeah, because then we could be like, welcome to the den, and everybody could howl. Like, we were amped up because we really thought we was going that way. And here he go, we're going to be the Washington football team.
Well, this is 4 years, so, you know.
We had a name, man. Give us the Red Wolves and let us run with it.
All right, okay.
Overall, yeah, the name change is definitely, it needed to go, but I feel like this time was the exact perfect time to have it done, with so much being put on the front line about overall racism and
social issues, things of the sort,
Yeah, like the country, I personally feel like is on the brink of a civil war all over again. Like, even with my white friends, it's kind of like we now filling each other out. And it was never any type of tension there before, like. But now you just kind of like, where do you really stand? I just need to know where you're really at. Are we in this together or you kind of over there? But that's pretty much what happens when you put a clown in office.
Yeah.
Get a circus show.
You
just like, what's going on now? For sure.
Okay. So you're a gamer?
Yes, I am a Call of Duty loving type, work these thumbs out gamer.
Nice.
Yes,
nice.
I love my COD.
Okay, all right. Follow basketball though?
Nah, I'm also like, I like to play it because I like to watch it.
Oh, okay.
But the irony of it is, I will not watch none of the games until like the last couple of games. The championship games. I'm like, well, who made it? Oh, put my money on them then.
Okay. All
Clearly, Bron then went to the Lakers.
So, you know, I had a conversation with my friend who I saw in West Virginia yesterday, and you know, we had the GOAT discussion. You know, when it came to LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, you know, some other players like that. I think that in terms of the era that Jordan played in, I think he was the best of his era.
I agree with you on that one.
As far as LeBron goes, you've got to put him in the discussion because even though Jordan went 6-0 in the finals, Jordan had the luxury of being in the system. One, you know, once Phil Jackson came into Chicago, they got him to triangle offense. One, the rule change in 1991 when you had the flagrant foul, because remember, prior to that, teams like Boston and Detroit, they beat the hell out of Jordan. So it's just like, we're going to make the rest of the team try to beat us, and we're just going to beat them up. Okay? And then you had guys like Bird and Magic, and I mean, those great teams from the 80s got old.
Scottie Pippen. Like, you had some of the greats that played in the era with them.
So, and then if you look at it like this, in terms of system, Jordan never made any deep runs in the playoffs early in his career when Doug Collins was coaching him.
This is true.
And he never made any deep runs in the playoffs when he was playing for the Wizards later in his career.
That was short-lived.
Yeah, exactly.
That was really short-lived.
So you got LeBron, who's 4-9, 4-10 in the finals, but he's been a centerpiece of 3 championship teams.
Absolutely, and that raises the question that if he's the centerpiece, this legit means he's carrying these teams on his back.
Exactly.
Like, absolutely carrying them on his back. So it's not that I played with the Heat and collectively the Heat got.
It's not like you were Robert Horry, who's got 8 rings and 3 teams where he was his big shot, he's some big shots and stuff like that. I mean,
every team that he touches down,
he was the main draw, you know.
Every team that LeBron touches down in, they're going to get a ring. Period.
Exactly.
That's what it is. So he's carrying these teams on his back. And that would be the reason I would say he's the GOAT. It's because wherever he goes, he's gonna get a ring. He's gonna get a ring. I would say that would make him a GOAT. But overall, as a person, on and off the court, I'd say he's the GOAT because of
all the stuff he does with social justice and everything else.
Everything
no scandals whatsoever.
Right, married to the same woman.
Right.
You know, he invests in putting back into the community.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Whereas Jordan invested in private jets. So
private jails and sneakers.
Right.
Nothing wrong with sneakers, but private jails, yeah.
Then you invest in sneakers, but the sneakers are so expensive that what happens? You can't afford them, I can afford them. So you done beat me up and stole my sneakers.
And guess what? You go and sit on the private jails.
Now you get sent to the private jail that he got dibs in. So I say, like, personally, his business ventures are not pleasing to me. But the numbers that he put up during his career, and of course his
I'm not taking anything away from his accomplishments in the courts.
Just outside,
or getting 6 rings, right?
Right, outside, like your business ventures weren't to put back into the community.
Right.
It was pretty much to tear the community apart. So on that aspect, I don't agree with that. Number wise, he was something to be.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll say that.
All right. Naisha, it's been a pleasure.
Always.
We must do this again?
All the time.
All right.
All the time.
Okay.
Thank y'all guys for having me. Make sure y'all watch this podcast. Like, love, share.
I couldn't have done any better myself.
Absolutely.
Until next time, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
And that's a wrap.